Hey everybody, welcome to my review for Broadway on the Big Screen, a 6-film collection coming to you February 17th from Warner Archive Collection. This review is brought to you by AV Entertainment, who sent me this copy. Very excited. Thank you for them, which you can order this on moviezing.com, moviezyng.com. You can pre-order it right now, so you have it when it comes out on February 17th. This wonderful collection. Yeah, so moviezing.com. This is one of the classic things that Warner Archive likes to do, is that over the years they've released these individual. They find out, hey, these go together, so they have a collection similar to like the Thin Man collection and things like that. And they also have done there's a Humphrey Bogart collection coming out soon, but they've done what have they done? I think they've done Doris Day. It's smart things they do. So here's how this one pans out inside. 6-disc set, enough space for all of them. Nobody crammed, nobody piled. Pretty good. So, if you know me, I dig musicals. So this was something I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this one. So let's start this out. Here we go. We'll go with the first film in the set. When you open it up, it's Guys and Dolls. This is the collaboration of Frank Sinatra and Marlon Brando, bringing the classic stage adaptation to the big screen with big stars. And you know, it is what it is. This is exactly the type of things that were like dime a dozen back then, putting together big cast, big sets, big stage, very mechanical, sort of how it's brought through. It's neat to see Brando in here and see Brando singing. Very interesting. There's also, you know, those type of people that, there's the guy that talks like this. I believe he's in this one. I went through all these recently over the last 4 days or so, and that guy who talks and he's like a Looney Tunes thing here, but it's got the songs and everything. It's a popular one. I'm not going to spend too long on these movies here in this one because I don't want to bulk up this review and make it too long of a watch for you, because all of these have been released before. I've never reviewed them before, but they have been released before. They're readily available individually, but now you can get them in this collected set. I also think it would make a good combo with this set they released many moons ago. Of these musicals in this one that came out before, only Singin' in the Rain has gone to 4K. But this one has The Bandwagon, Calamity Jane, and Kiss Me Kate. Nice little set from regular old Warner Brothers from many moons ago. If it's still available, I don't know if it's out of print or still available, but these make a nice 10-film collection. So back to Guys and Dolls. So let's talk about it. So this one, let's go to the video here. The film I gave a 3.5 out of 5. The video here I gave its compression is a MPEG-4 AVC, aspect ratio of 255:1 for a resolution of 1080p. This one, I mean, it looks pretty good. This is a solid restoration. I think it could look better. It's not quite up to snuff, and it's like even with Warner Archive, because they're usually some of the top people restoring this, probably an older master earlier for them. But yeah, it could upgrade. But it's got fine enough detail. Depth is where I really see it could improve more, but is what it is. Colors are nice, striking enough. Works that it is, good textures. I give it a 4 out of 5. The audio here for Guys and Dolls, we have an English Mono 2.0 DTS HD Master Audio with English SDH subtitles. This one, yeah, it does pretty good here with, sorry, I've got a lot of notes for this going on the screen at the same time. Yeah, this is rock solid. This is, you know, kind of the theatrical experience coming in here. It's a nice, loud enough mono track, though everything seems, you know, has some space in it. Vocals are really clear and crisp. The music blends in well. The numbers get a little bit more boisterous, and it works quite well. So this is a 4 out of 5 for the Guys and Dolls audio. Bonus material on Guys and Dolls. Let me find it here. This one's got plenty here. This is one of the more loaded ones in this set, because Guys and Dolls had a digibook release originally back in the early 2010s, late 00s, and then it was re-released as Warner Archive Collection. So it's been around a couple times. So we have Behind the Scenes, a Broadway fable, from stage to screen, Guys and Dolls. There's 2 featurettes under this banner. We have The Goldwyn Touch, which is 23:54, and From Stage to Screen, which is 26 minutes 41 seconds. I will say, I checked against what I could. It doesn't look like anything's been removed from any release. It looks like everything's still here intact from previous releases. Then there's short feature, more Guys and Dolls stories. We have Adelaide, which is 51 seconds, Brando Dance Lesson, which is 1:34, Goldwyn's Career, 2:38 seconds, On the Set, 1:12, and Rehearsing Adelaide, 1:29. Okay, and then we have music performances. Fugue for Tin Horns, 1:42, I'll Know, 5:01, Guys and Dolls, 3:26, Adelaide, 3:34, Let Be a Lady, 3:14, and Sue Me, 3:15, and wrapped up with the trailer, which is 4:53. That's a long damn trailer. Some of these are long damn movies. So let's break it down here. Guys and Dolls. Let's go back. 3.5 out of 5 for the film. Video, 4 out of 5. Audio, 4 out of 5. Bonus, 2.5 out of 5. And overall, 3.5 out of 5. Okay, next. The next film in the set is Brigadoon. Brigadoon. Okay, enough of that. So this is the one about the famed, the Scottish town of Brigadoon, which every 100 years shows up for one day. So everything in Brigadoon is very young. It's very old because they only get to go one day at a time at one day every 100 years. Then you have Gene Kelly, who comes in here with Van Johnson, and they're like, "Oh, we love Brigadoon," and they fall in love with people and all this Brigadoon. It's all that. This is a classical musical. This is one well known. Pretty solid here. This is your basic thing, cookie cutter, 50s musical or whatever. It works. Gene Kelly is always adorable to watch on screen. Plenty of smart dances and stuff like that. I do like Brigadoon. It's quite solid, but the film is kind of standard. It's not, I don't know if there's anything standing out, but it's enjoyable nonetheless because the material's strong enough. So I give it a 3.5 out of 5. The video on it, let's move to that. Compression is MPEG 4 AVC encoding shown at 255 1 aspect ratio for 1080p picture. This looks terrific. I like what Brigadoon looks like. I will say I watched it early in this set, and I think some things got better at this, so my video score might be where it's at, but I thought it was pretty good looking, enough to make the film feel bigger. Good detail on clothing and sets and things like that, and decent enough depth here for this to give a 4.5 out of 5. I also really liked the audio on Brigadoon, which is an English 5.1 DTS HD master audio, and subtitles supplied are English SDH. Really solid. Good speaker usage. Not a lot crazy from the back, but it's enough to make it feel like a concert when the music is going on. The singing feels natural with the movie best it can. A lot of these old ones feel like someone put the needle on the record right when the person started singing, so their voice changed a little bit, but I just enjoy these musicals, but it's quite fun. But I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. And then extras contain deleted, like 15 minutes, 22 seconds of deleted scenes from Brigadoon, as well as the trailer for 3 minutes and 45 seconds of that trailer. For going to give it a 2 bonus features overall. So let's go back through Brigadoon. The film I gave 3.5 out of 5. The video, 4.5 out of 5. The audio, 4.5 out of 5. bonus 2 out of 5, and overall, Brigadoon 3.5 out of 5. Now, next up in here, we got those damn Yankees. Yeah, this one, you know, that song, if you've never heard the song, whatever Lola one, Lola gets, that's damn Yankees. This is about a guy who loves his baseball team, and they always get beat by those damn Yankees, so he makes a deal with the devil, and he's going to become this younger baseball player, become a star, and guess what? Trouble is abound with that when it happens. So, yeah, it's, you know, these are all quite solid, but it's not, none of them really have, like, at this point, jump over the moon or become good. But, like, so I give the film a 3.5 out of 5. The video is a MPEG-4 AVC encoding. The aspect ratio 185:1 for a resolution of 1080p for your HD image. This one looks good. This one actually is bigger. Most of them are like, and then this one goes for a more intimate look, and it looks fine. Strong detail, good facial, you know, textures, things like that. You can see depth is pretty strong. Overall, it's got a lot, you know, interior stuff that has some good pushback and things like that. I mean, it's pretty rock solid. Look-wise, colors are strong on this one. They feel a little more rich. I don't know if it has to do with the 185 picture or anything like that, but overall, I give the video a 4.5 out of 5. Audio, we have an English Mono 2.0 DTS HD Master Audio track accompanied by English SDH subtitles, and yeah, just like the other ones, it's solid. It's got that analog to it a little bit, which sounds good. Vocals clear and crisp. Yeah, it's got, you know, decent enough sound Foley work that goes on that makes sound. It's not modern where it feels like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm there. But they haven't tampered with it either. It's got the theatrical experience. So I give it a 4 out of 5. And then lastly, the extras on Damn Yankees only has a United States theatrical trailer, which is they're 2.5 minutes, and then the United Kingdom version, which is 2.5 minutes, and then you can select a song on here as well. So, I mean, I give that a good old 1 out of 5. So let's go back through Damn Yankees. The film, I give a 3.5 out of 5. Video, 4.5 out of 5. Audio, 4 out of 5. Bonus material, 1 out of 5. Overall score, 3.25 out of 5. Moving on, our next film is The Pajama Game, which is one I hadn't seen in here, and I kind of liked it. This is kind of like a musical early Normal Ray type thing with Doris Day, and I thought it was really good. It has a bit more dynamic look to it than the other ones so far. Like, a lot of them going for this big look, but this one, so the movie is, yeah, the movie's rather solid, strong. It's the lighthearted version of a darker story, but you know, it's in theater and it's old, and it's how they told the stories back then. So I give it a 3.5 out of 5. I want to move on to the video, because the video, encoding MPEG-4 AVC, aspect ratio 185:1, and the resolution 1080p HD, which this one I really noted that this restoration is quite awesome. It's got really good depth to it. It feels big. It looks more like a movie. It feels like someone trying to do something movie-like. With the other ones felt like, hey, let's shoot the stage. Let's get it going on. But this one really had some good depth, good color, costuming. Felt like there was some style at hand to it, and it really shows out in this image. The colors are strong, good saturation abound. You can see textures and threads and things like that. Of course, you know, making pajamas in a pajama factory, you're going to see that rated. But you can see textures a lot better. You can see facial features really clear and designed. It's like a crisp image, looks like a print. I really like what this one looked like. I think it's one of the best looking films in the set. So I give it a 5 out of 5. Moving on to the audio for Pajama Game. It has an English Mono 2.0 DTS HD master audio track accompanied by English SDH subtitles. Sounds quite good. It's nothing dynamic or super dynamic or over the top, but it gets the job done more than so. Clear, crisp, good restoration, keeping the original feeling intact. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And then the extras, we have a deleted song, which is called The Man Who Invented Love, 3 minutes, 2 seconds, and the theatrical trailer, 3 minutes, 17 seconds, and you also get song selection as an option here. Now, going back through the Pajama Game, 3.5 out of 5 for the film, 5 out of 5 for the video, 4 out of 5 for the audio, 1 out of 5 for the bonus, and 3.25 out of 5 for the overall. All right, who's next in this set? As we get towards the end, it's Gypsy. This one stars Natalie Wood. This one's quite, this is one of the better stories overall in these musicals. It's about a mom that apparently never got her chance at fame and is forcing her daughters through it and everything, and it deals with, being a Hollywood mom is basically what this is. And having seen stuff for myself, I'm like, damn. But it's basically what it is, the troubles that she pushes her daughters in to desperately get fame that she never had and try to ride on the coattails of it. It's a good story. It's got a lot going on in it. It's got some of the best tunes in this bunch, and I really quite enjoyed Gypsy. It is one of the more traditional ones that doesn't really feel like it's got like a creative hand on it. It feels very studio driven, like, here's a script, go shoot. That's your next movie. But I think everything else comes through. It overcomes all that through the performance and stuff, because like watching this, it looks like you just got a close-up camera on the stage of an actual Broadway show. That's what it looks like. Everything looks like sets, everything, not trying to fool everybody. And maybe that's sort of the charm to it, but I give the film a 4 out of 5. This one stepped it up a bit compared to the others. So now moving on to the video. It's compressed. Compression is an MPEG-4 AVC encoding at the aspect ratio of 241:1 with a resolution of 1080p. Yeah, this looks pretty good here. This is top of the line for this set. And in terms of looking like I said, look on the stage, it has the depth of feeling like you're on the stage too. Things feel really far back. It does get the scope of it looking right. Colors are quite strong here. And yeah, I think it really handles everything well. Good texture, sharp looking picture with, feeling like you're looking at a print of the movie. So I give it a 5 out of 5. The audio on Gypsy is English 2.0 DTS HD master audio mono and English SDH subtitles. This one sounds terrific. It's not the greatest, but it is above average quite easily and handles all the singing, and the songs feel, while it's coming out just mono, it fills the room good enough, and the vocals are clear and crisp up front. Sound effects have good impact. It's not a lot you can talk about in a mono track, but this one does quite well. So give it a 4 out of 5. Extras on Gypsy. Gypsy's got some cool extras. It's got 2 songs that were cut from that, and then like they found some prints some collectors had, and I have it here. So there's 2 cut songs on this one. First is Wherever We Go, which is 2:39, and You Can't Get Away From Me, which is 3 minutes 37 seconds. Then you have the trailer, which is 3 minutes and 36 seconds. So let's go back and look at Gypsy. Okay, the film I gave a 4 out of 5, the video 5 out of 5, the audio 4 out of 5, the bonus material 1 out of 5, and overall 3.5 out of 5. Whew. Okay, folks. We are at the end of the road here. And my pick for the crown jewel of this set, which is 1971's The Boyfriend, which is from Ken Russell. and stars Twiggy, who was an icon, fashion icon of the time. This is a standout. Granted, a lot of film history has happened here, and the boyfriend happens in a drastic change and movement of the film ecosystem at the time. This is when, like, you know, Coppola's are coming up and Friedkins, and like everybody's changing the game here, and this one looks and feels like it. This one has probably the smallest cast but the loudest, biggest picture. This thing had an energy, it had a voice, it had a vibe. It's coming at you. It's colorful, and it really, what I think it does is I think it both embraces and has fun with the era with which this play came out. Like, it's not mocking it, but it's poking some fun at it while also embracing it and doing a new modern twist on the styles of the 20s and stuff. It's really fascinating. It goes bizarre, it's kooky, it's weird, and from the performances through the image, I really like this one. I'll revisit The Boyfriend. This is a fun musical that I really liked, and it felt like it's setting the stage for something like Cabaret from Bob Fosse. But Ken Russell, I think, knocks it out of the park here with this one. Yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5. And then the video, let's go to that. It's encoded at MPEG-4 ABC, aspect ratio of 241, the resolution of 1080p for an HD picture. And yeah, this thing's awesome. This has the best depth of any of the pictures that we've covered here. And then the colors are popping quite well off the screen, just from makeup and clothing and lights and all that. This is really, really awesome. Not even just talking about like contrasting it with a darker background. This is like just anywhere. It's a bright film. It's got a lot of liveliness to it. People look real, lived in, like you can see good skin tones here. And yeah, it rocks. This is a 5 out of 5, the easiest 5 out of 5 given on this set. The audio is English 5.1 DTS HD master audio with English SGH subtitles. And I gotta tell you, this is the best audio track on the disc. It's loud. It has some good impact with the subwoofer. Plays a little bit with the speakers, but everything sounds like a concert and stuff when they're singing. Vocals are nice and clear and feel part of their environment, no matter how big and boisterous it can get. And it feels a little bit more lived in, good sound effects and stuff like that. So I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Bonus material. It's got a vintage featurette called All Talking, ... all singing, ... all dancing, ... just 8 minutes and 40 seconds. This came out around the time. It's pretty neat to see a vintage documentary like this. Theatrical trailer, 2 minutes 47 seconds, and then song selection. So I give the extras here 1.5 out of 5. So let's go back. Let's talk about The Boyfriend. The film I gave a 4 out of 5, video 5 out of 5, audio 4.5 out of 5, and bonus 1.5 out of 5 for overall score of 3.75 out of 5. Now, folks, let's take a look. Now, this is a set, so let's go all the way back and talk about this as a whole. So, the films average about 3.75 out of 5. Video 4.75 out of 5, audio 4.25 out of 5, and the bonus 1.5 out of 5 for an overall score of 3.75 out of 5. Now I'm telling you this, it's the bonus that sinks that overall score so much, but there is some good stuff on here, but the films are quite good, and this is the way to own them in a set like this for a nice, decent chunk of change. Buying each one individually is going to cost you over $100 probably, maybe, I don't know. If they're 20 a piece and there's 6 of them, that's where I'm coming from here. But why not have them one set? Save your space. There you go. You can do so by pre-ordering from moviezing.com. That's moviezyng.com. Put in your pre-order there. Have it when it comes out February 17th. And you'll be set. I believe, February 17th. Warner Archive. Grab this set. Whew. There's a lot to do, but we got through it, folks, and I appreciate you watching. And as always, stay film positive.